want to show you something. Hello to all you nail baby dolls out there. I have my pretty little daughter here learning some tips and tricks with how to do her coffins. So she said she puts her acrylic powder about middle. When you set it down with a coffin, you do not want this acrylic to be real high. Go in lightly, 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 lightly. Notice how I'm gently and lightly. Now, Luz, do you see how it's fading downwards and it's giving like that frosted look?
Yeah.
That's how I did this look that I'm wearing.
Okay.
So watch now. I want you to take a look at what I'm doing. So ladies, when you're doing a coffin nail, the shape of a coffin by its very nature, intrinsically, is not really, really high. You don't want the acrylic to have that high rise to it. So let's go ahead and let's do our bottom. I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna swing this around this way. And I'm simply gonna, the reason why I go backwards is because it gives me the ability to blend those seams a little better, in my opinion. Now take a look at how nice and low this is. Take a look at how low the acrylic is. It's really, really, really low. Now, if you notice, the nail tip, as you shaped it in the shape of a coffin, it's holding its shape. And that's because you're not putting too much acrylic on it. You can cap this in clear, because with most colored acrylics, you need a layer of clear over the top so that when you go to file, you don't get those inconsistencies in the color. Take a look at how smooth that is and how low that is. I want to impress upon you. And this is a pearly type of acrylic powder, so it moves really delicately. And I got some in my brush. But now let's go up to the top and let's do these beads by the cuticle area. So take a look. Any area of the enhancement that's higher should be closer to the cuticle. One of the major differences between putting acrylic on a stiletto nail and putting it on a coffin is that with a stiletto, in here, in this area here, in this area right here, it's going to be real high. You're deliberately going to make it sort of chunky. Now let's take a look at the cuticle. I have a subscriber on YouTube who asked to see how you can put it on. I'm setting it slightly back. If this is the cuticle, I'm setting it. You should be able to see the cuticle when you set it on. Push it up lightly and then gently. If you are, notice how I'm not touching the acrylic. For those of you who requested to see this, notice how I'm not doing a whole lot of touching of the acrylic. Now, I want you to take note of the fact that I really didn't touch it. I did on this side and this side, and it kind of went where it needed to go. Just gonna smooth this in here, and now I'm gonna add just a little bit more acrylic in here. Do you see how the nail, as I put the acrylic on it, maintained its shape? Mm-hmm. So now you can put your top coat, excuse me guys, you can put your clear acrylic powder on it. I'm gonna add just a little bit more in here. We have just a slight dip. And then I'm gonna add some clear for you, lightly. Notice how my brush is not angled like this. I have zero angling. There's no degree to my angle. It's the same angle as the nail is. I'm gonna cap the free edge. Now watch, you don't have to, watch me cap the free edge. I'm gonna set it here. I'm gonna push it out into a square shape. I'm gonna sweep backwards. And now watch, I'm letting this set up. I want the acrylic to get firm. And I'm going to press it out a little bit, just a little bit, press it, just a little bit, and then wipe it down. Gently. You have to work gently with these acrylic powders, especially some of them have these weird textures all to themselves. So let me just once again explain to you. Take a look. I want to explain to you again about the cuticle ball. So watch this. When you place your cuticle ball, when you place that ball, the top of your brush, can you get in a little bit closer? Yeah, bring that in just a little bit closer right there, because I'm just going to do explanation now.
Looks so good.
So right here, my brush, when I set acrylic down, if this is the cuticle up here, right here, the top of the bristles of your brush should stop right there. You should have a firm ratio, and you're simply going to take with the tip of your brush and push just a little bit and then wipe that in. So you never want to place acrylic right here because it's going to move that way. You should be able to see slightly the top part of the cuticle. You should be a 1/8 of an inch away right about here when you place that bead of acrylic at the at the cuticle, because you're going to take your brush and just nudge it a little bit, and it's already moving that way. Take a look again. Take a look. So now we're going to let this nail baby out. Thanks for watching. Yay, bye. Yeah.